Down. Set. Hit. Hit.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling. Kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change.
Welcome to the 50-yard line. I'm Camden Doris, head coach Matt Hoover. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good.
Coach, starting the season off 2-0. Got Morton last week. Creed didn't have to throw the ball much, really.
No.
Creed was rushed for 14 carries, 140 yards, touchdown himself. 1 of 5 passing and a touchdown. And then you had Julius there, 15 carries, 135 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then you had Abraham, Segala, and Joaquin Tintori that added a touchdown each there. And then your Mustang offense had 377 yards on total offense. So, a great night there offensively. Like I said, didn't have to throw the ball much.
It's
got behind
nice
the
when you
word
don't
rush,
have to do that. Especially, our offensive line, that was kind of like one of our, maybe questionable spots going into the season. And, those guys have done a good job of stepping in and some of them moved spots. Enrique moved from guard to tackle. And then we've got 2 new guards.
I thought Oren Tyree had a really good game last
He
week.
He did a great job. And all of them did a great job.
Bryce Heffley in there doing work.
Yeah. Wyatt.
And Wyatt,
Adkins got in there.
Yeah,
He played. Him and Bryce kind of split time at the left tackle spot, and both of them did really good things going into it. And it's nice whenever you get in those situations where you don't have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Coming out of the second half, we kind of hit a lull there where we needed
just that third quarter a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't as crisp, or not crisp, but I don't know. Morton kind of came out with that after that, halftime speech under that fire a little bit.
Yeah, so they did a good job of responding. Nice, always nice to get touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I think we scored 2 in the fourth quarter. So,
right.
Offense did a really good job of all night long, and that's your best defense is whenever your offense is putting 10, 12, 15 play drives and ending those drives with points, and your defense, it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive, or just go play loose because know that your offense is going to be moving the ball all night long.
Right. And then just on the other side of the ball, setting up the offense, talked about some takeaways. Garrett Ashurst, 12 tackles, 1 interception. He also had a fumble recovery. Diego Soto, 10 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And then I think just overall the defense held Morton to just 171 yards.
Yeah,
and then
and a lot of
points
those
on the season.
A lot of those yards are penalty yards.
Right.
We had a pass interference. We had a face mask.
Yeah, some
so
curious
there's
calls.
30 yards right now.
Yeah, curious calls as Dr. King and I call them on the radio, but way it goes sometimes.
It happens. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Just that, and then like I was saying, just 15 points. Defense have held the past two opponents just 15 points and then just 232 yards. And we said most of those off penalties, but defense playing solid.
And the thing is, it's nice whenever you're playing solid and you're not having to do a whole lot.
Right.
Like we're not having to put a whole lot of pressure packages in. We're not having to change in out of the fronts a whole lot of times.
Yeah.
We're playing pretty vanilla, and that's kind of our goal in the preseason is to make sure that we understand the base defense.
Right.
We can line up to any offensive set, any offensive scheme, and just be relaxed and played because at this time of year, how teams are, they're still trying to find their identity, so
right.
They're putting in new wrinkles every week, and so. It's nice that we're able to we can make a few adjustments here and there, but we're not having to reinvent the wheel every game.
Yeah. And then you're talking about that 3-man front to 4-man front, sometimes just dropping the Abraham Segala down there. I thought he did a good job of containing guys and then almost, broken the ball well.
Yeah.
Almost had a couple interceptions.
Yeah.
And just kind of really has come along there. Just
when we watch film with the kids, I'm like, that's a pick six,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you got to remind them of that. Next time they get that. There was nobody there if he just walks in the end zone with that. But I thought Abraham's done a great job just moving down. A new position for him, really. Just
kind of, he gets he's a kind of like that hybrid type
like a
guy.
Floater, yeah.
And as we expand on our defense, you might see him up high sometimes, and he's a good athlete that we can we're able to move around and do some different things with.
Right. And then just staying on the defensive side, Garrett Ashurst, great punt returner, kickoff returner, just scrappy all around, leading tackler this week. We said 12 tackles, interception, and fumble recovery, and just
he
around
seemed
the
like
football.
He was all over the field all night long.
Yeah,
and that's you want that from a guy like him because he does have he had lots of valuable experience last year. I mean, he was third on the team last year in tackles.
Yeah.
And after the first week, he's like, Coach, those guys up front are so good. He's like, I gotta have my tackle. I need to get on some tackles. And it was good to see him because we were able to work some things where you kind of drop him in the box in certain situations, and he's in there and he's making tackles at the line of scrimmage. So it's good to have a guy like him that's versatile. He does a great job in pass coverage, but if you roll him up in the box, he does a good job in there too.
And in our keys to the game, we talk about and just got to have 11 hats to the football, and I think your defense has done a great job of that.
They're doing a good job of running to the ball. Yeah. Like we pointed that out in film. Like this is good stuff right here. This is if we're going to go where we want to go and do the things we want to do, this is what we have to have.
Right.
And we're seeing it early on in the season.
That's good. They're understanding that and seems like
they're taking pride in it.
Yeah,
they're taking pride in getting to the football because we've had some late fumbles. The one that Jackson recovered maybe this early on in the first half.
Yeah.
There's tons of guys there. I mean, we're fighting ourselves for the ball.
Yeah.
And so it's good to see stuff like that. Because nothing good happens not around the ball.
Right.
Like everything good happens around the ball.
Yeah.
So they've done a good job of getting to the ball and
I think so too.
And being mad when they get there.
Yeah. All you can ask. It's fun. Been fun to watch so far. And speaking of watching, here is some game highlights from Morton, and we'll be back with coverage of Hale Center.
And I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot. Lately I'm driven like I'm on the road. They in my lane, dog, I told them to move. Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm still gonna ball. It's like I got a flu. Yeah, run it up, I told them that I'm coming back. so let me get all of that. Time is now, I'm coming around to get a check. Said I need my taxes back. Over time, I'm getting mine to get in line. And it's with no respect that I told them all about the ball, getting chips, feeling like Kobe Shaq. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and
Welcome back after the Morton game highlights. Coach Overy got Hale Center this week. Hale Center coming in 1-1. Last week played Plains and played Ropes as well. Lost to Ropes and got the win over Plains. Tell us how you feel about those guys coming in, traveling on the road to Hale Center this week.
That's kind of one of the point of emphasis is all week long is, guys, we got to make sure we handle it because you always like to schedule. Me personally, just kind of own philosophy is you want to schedule that one long road game.
Yeah, you got to handle
because
you got to handle the bus.
When you get into the playoffs, you never know where you're going to end up playing. So if you've gone on, I always try to look for a 2.5 hour bus ride.
Right.
That way you understand how to handle yourself during the travel. I mean, if we have to get off and stop to stretch our legs, things like that, I don't want it to be foreign.
Right.
Whenever we get to that. So that's just one of the big things is just handling the week of, a long road game, being cooped up on the bus and things like that. But, they're a good football team. They're pretty physical. They've got a big offensive line. They've got a big, tight end H-back type kid that they do a lot of their offense goes through him. I mean, as far as blocking is concerned and things like that. And they've got a big, bruiser type running back. He's not a breakaway guy. So, it's going to be a good test for our defense just to see if, when you're facing a bigger guys up front than you are, or just the same size, are we going to match a physicality?
Right.
And I think we will.
Yeah.
We got some guys that are playing pretty good up front right now. So, we want to get them into situations where they have to throw the ball because that's their thing is they're going to establish the run and then throw the ball when they want to. They're going to throw the ball deep down the field.
They do like the deep ball that I've watched on film. They like to
breaking down their pass game. They're most of their passes are over 10 yards.
Right.
Where most teams are 10 and under.
Yeah.
Short, quick stuff. They're more of we're going to take play action and we're going to throw it deep. And they've got a couple receivers that do a good job. I think number 5 is probably their best one. He does a great job of running his routes and selling. Hey, I'm run blocking and now I'm dropping into my pass route.
Right.
And the quarterback does a really good job of running the football too.
Yeah,
I think he had 3 long scores against Plains. So we just got to do a good job of being disciplined.
Yeah, break down, make
discipline in our run gaps, and make sure that we're getting him frustrated.
Yeah.
Because I think if you look at their offense as a whole, he's kind of the most dangerous guy that they have.
Yeah.
The big running back. If he breaks some tackles at the line of scrimmage, he's not going to take it all the way the distance. Yeah. This kid, he'll do that if we're not being disciplined. So we got to do a good job with that against them. And their defense, it's kind of a lot like Morton's, but they try to bring more pressure.
Yeah.
And they're not probably they're not reading as much with their defensive front guys. They're just kind of they're trying to penetrate and get you frustrated, and it's going to frustrate us at times throughout the game. Like when they stunt all the time, like they do, they're going to guess right, and they're going to hit us right in the mouth.
Right.
And we've got to not let that affect our whole mental psyche throughout the whole game. They're going to guess right. That's one of the things. In practice we're working on. Coach Lawrence has got, he's got that scout team going here, there, and everywhere, and stuff that we haven't seen, stuff that we have seen them do, and we just got to make sure our eyes are up, pick up where we got, and then we hit it just right. That they're bringing so many, it's one-on-one with the safety, and we got to go win that battle.
That's what I noticed. You're talking about adding those wrinkles, and I noticed pretty big wrinkles between game 1 and game 2 that they added. Not only offensively but defensively. So I think that's a good plan to have. Just never know what they're gonna throw at you. So
yeah, and it's early on. People are still trying to find their identity.
Right. What are they good at? And
I mean, we're still looking. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to do just a good job of just playing fundamentally sound football. Go out there and don't be timid. Don't be, uptight. Just play loose.
Just play our game.
Play loose, play fast, and cards will lay where they lay.
That's right. Well, wish you the best of luck. And the bus trip will meet you down there. Mm-hmm. Be sure to tune in to the live show on Facebook Live. And that'll be at 6:45. Also, the kickoff coverage on Legends 98.9 will be at 7. Thanks for tuning in, Coach. Thanks for your time today.
Appreciate it.
Camden Doris with head coach Matt Hoover. Been watching the 50-yard line. This is Mustang Football.